By now, most of us have gotten familiar with the Internet of Things. But what is the Internet of Everything? How does it fit in with the larger picture of new tech? This month, Analytics India magazine visited the SAP campus in Bangalore and met Srikanth Gopalakrishnan, Senior Vice President for IoT Connected Assets at SAP Labs India.
So what is the Internet of Everything? So it fundamentally connects machines, connects business processes, connects people. So we were actually working on a product which is actually available today. It's called Connected Worker Safety. And really, if you look at certain critical personnel and where and how they work, it's important for us to monitor them to ensure that we don't have accidents on site. So worker safety is extremely critical. Okay, so there are devices that monitor it and actually pass on this information to a control center that can take immediate action to basically stop whatever fatality that can happen because of these situations. I think this is something that's becoming very common. How do you create digital transformation for the customers and industries that play in manufacturing and also operating equipment? And that's fundamentally what we're focusing on. IoT and connectivity from the ground level. And the third but most important thing is all of these feed into the strategy management for the asset. So we have essentially an end-to-end suite of products that fundamentally looks at networking, IoT and strategy management and connects back to your business systems, which is what SAP is strong at. With the advent of IoT, all of these assets are starting to get connected in real time. Talk about large amounts of data. We're talking about in a few days you could actually get to petabytes of data with one plant or one line, for example. So we have actually, as part of the cloud platform, what is called the IoT Foundation, and this allows in managing data ingestion, essentially creating aggregates, because what you want to do is the applications that use this intelligence, this data to create intelligence, is fundamentally going to be deriving information out of aggregations of this content. So we have something called Data Hub, and the SAP Data Hub allows you to manage pipelines. And these are essentially sensor data pipelines, it could be essentially master data pipelines. Multiple sources of data can be aggregated through what we call the Data Hub. And all of this can be crunched, managed and fed to higher order applications that use it to derive intelligence. And that's how we manage big data. IoT is changing, and believe me, we can't be far removed from this, which is essentially the next wave of the industrial revolution, right? We call it Industry 4.0, whatever you want to call it. Fundamentally what this is this is the next generation of how industries are going to morph, and we are in the middle of all of it. I think the biggest shortage we have is artificial intelligence and data science expertise to figure out how to automate things. Because that's where Industry 4.0 is headed, and we need an army of people to do this.